Welcome back to the Online International Fiber Festival. It is day 3 and we are in Iceland today. Iceland is on so many people's travel lists. I'm hoping to make it there myself for South Iceland Wool Week, but we'll see what happens. I have gotten my South Iceland Wool Week hat knit, and I'll throw the link to the pattern in the comments for you. There's also a full pattern for a sweater if you would like to try your hand at something larger. Before we get into our itinerary today, let's talk about our vendors from Iceland. The first one is Lava Rock Reykjavik. It is jewelry made from lava rocks, and you can see that the lava rocks create such a nice deep dark black to them that contrasts so beautifully with the other semi-precious stones that she uses in her work. Our next vendor is AK Iceland, and I am absolutely in love with this family business. Everyone in the family has a different talent, a different skill, and they all come together in this beautiful home decor business. You can see that they have beautiful pillows and prints of different whales from the Iceland waters. They also create driftwood lamps. Who would have thought this was made from driftwood? Look how elegant that is. There's also photography and different graphic designs that you can hang from your wall. Absolutely elegant. Oh, also don't forget soy wax candles. So lovely. Our vendors are so dangerous. Our next vendor is a yarn dyeing team called Today I Feel. They do small batch dyeing based on emotions, and they have their yarn in 3 different bases: a 4-ply fingering, a singles fingering, and DK weight. You can see they have beautiful tonality, lovely color combinations. It's absolutely gorgeous yarn, and I can't wait to get my hands on some of it. Finally, we are going to be visiting Uppspunni, which is a mini mill in Iceland. They take care of the entire process on site. The cleaning, the carding, the spinning, everything happens in one location. That is very rare these days to have an all-in-one mill like this. Once the yarn is done, you can purchase it in kits for mittens, fingerless gloves, and shawls, or you can contact them and let them know what project you're working on, and they will work with you to match their perfect yarn with your perfect project and get that sent along the way. If you are feeling a little nervous about knitting an Icelandic sweater, they also take orders to do hand knitted sweaters. But today we have 2 classes that will focus on knitting full sweaters. The first is the top-down Icelandic sweater with Raga Eriksdottir. She will walk us through a bit of Icelandic knitting history before we begin working through the sweater. The last episode of this class is a thorough explanation for steeking and working a button band. That is optional with the pattern, but we're here to learn, so I encourage you to give it a try when you finish the sweater. The other sweater class today is Custom Yoke Sweater with Amy Dighton. If you've done a yoked sweater before, you may want to try this class anyway, because Amy will walk us through a few techniques and details that will help us get a proper fit and create a more professional finish to the sweater. Finally, we have Know Your Wool with Deborah Robson. Deborah is the author of the Fleece and Fiber Sourcebook, and this class focuses on the qualities of specific types of wool fiber and shares how to find breed-specific yarns so that we can match our wool to our project. In the afternoon, we have 3 options for learning about Iceland. There's videos about the history, the natural history, and the culture. And if you're thinking about visiting one day, there is a video full of travel advice. If you've set aside a full 3 hours for your learning time this afternoon, you'll actually have time to watch all 3 tracks today. Our dinner will be ploksifkur, which is a fish stew, and I'm saying that wrong. I'm 100% sure. I do apologize. That will be paired with rugbrauð, which is a rye bread that is very traditional to Iceland. It bakes very slowly. It used to be baked by preparing it and leaving it by a hot spring. So be sure you start it baking this morning before you start your classes. And then dessert is pepper cookies. I'm actually really looking forward to trying those. There's enough sugar in them that it is a sweet dessert, but pepper cookies. I'm so excited to try. After dinner, grab your drink of choice and grab your knitting and treat yourself to a couple of hours of modern Icelandic bands recorded at KEXP, which is a radio station in Seattle, Washington in the US. Some of the music is in English, some of it is in Icelandic. There are many different genres of music represented. Settle in and enjoy. Remember to check in through the day in the online International Fiber Festival Ravelry group and let us know how your day is going. I'll see you there, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.